practice for the air raid. If this sounds good, if you like this, please give it a thumbs up, bring another coach in. What I'm going to do is I just have this drawn up right here. Let me see if this can switch. I don't know if it can, but we'll work on it. Sorry about that. So here it is. It's really simple. I have a lot of y'all asking me, Coach, how do you set up your practice structures? How do you practice the air raid? I'm going to go over the periods or what I need in the practice, and then the head coach gives me the schedule, and then I just base it off of that. Now, it's really simple, and I know this is backwards, and I'm still trying this thing out with, that's backwards. I'm trying this thing out with the new going live on YouTube, Facebook, and all that, but here are the periods, and I'm gonna tell that for you. We got a warm-up period, we got a tempo period, we got a quick game period, we got a routes on air period, a mesh drill period, an RPO, another routes on air with a drop back, screen, 7-on-7 and team. And you can't see it over here, but I tallied all of this up, and it's actually only an hour and 15 minutes. This is all we need offensively. So if you were going 2 platoon, then you can do the same thing and know that maybe you cut it down, or this first day would be your offensive day, and then your other half, defense, you maybe get 20 minutes of defense going over different concepts and routes that the opposing team is going to run. Now I'm going to walk you through it. So the coach hands me a drill or hands me the practice schedule, and this is what I'm looking for. Number one, always we're doing 2 things. We're doing pat and go, settle up and noose. That is 10 minutes. And how we get that is we get that probably during pre-practice, or when all the kids come out there, all the wide receivers and quarterbacks know, hey, we are doing this right now. We're not going to sit around, just get the balls out and start throwing. No, we're getting the pat and go. We're getting the settle up and noose. And it goes settle up and noose, then pat and go. Settle up and noose, 5 minutes. I got my watch, or I got my phone out with 5 minutes. We set and go. When that goes off, we immediately go to settle up and noose. So it goes settle up and noose, 5 minutes, pat and go the next. Boom, that's over with. Next, then we have flex. Then after flex, we do the tempo, and that is a 5-minute period. And what we do is we place the ball. We have a coach just spot the ball. The first team's out, I'm on the sideline. I've got a script, what I'm going to call, and I don't put what the call is based on the hash. That the coach knows he's just going to randomly put balls everywhere, and that is what I'm going to use to prepare myself during game time, what I'm going to call. On my script, I just have like inside zone. And depending on where the ball is placed, on the hash or the middle of the field, I know, boom, I'm going to call this formation an inside zone, either going to the right or to the left. And we do that for 5 minutes. Once the ones go, then the twos are lining up. Then the twos go, then the ones go back again. If we have threes, they will fold into when the twos go. So we're doing that tempo right off the bat because we want to get good at going fast. We want to go fast because if you've listened to any of my podcasts or you have watched any of my live clinics with other coaches, going fast changes things. It makes the defense tired. And don't give me that BS how, hey, we're a small team, so if we can't go fast because both teams are playing both sides, think about it. If you're a small team, most of the time the team you're playing is a small team. They have kids going both ways. So if your team is tired and you're preparing for it, you're doing your workouts for it, you're practicing tempo every single day, what do you think the other team's doing? They're not doing that, so you need to go fast. And for those coaches joining, thank you so much for joining. Give a thumbs up if this sounds good, if it's okay. Bring another coach in, share it. I want to get other coaches in here for this. What I'm doing is I'm going over, I know this is backwards, I am sorry, but I'm going over what I need for the practice. Now, where you put it in your practice schedule, that's different, but these are the things you need. And I've already covered the pre-practice, which is settle up and noose, pat and go. I just went over the tempo. Oh, okay, good. Thanks, Coach. When I'm looking at it, it looks backwards. So it's actually not backwards. I'm an idiot. So here we go. The next is the quick game drill. And what we do with the quick game drill is it correlates to whatever the quick game is for that day. We only have one quick game per day. So if it's the stick concept, we're doing a drill that focuses on the stick concept. If it's the Y corner concept that we're doing, then it is a drill. That drill is for the Y corner. Fade out. We're doing the fade out, and we only have 3 quick games. We may do a 4th one, the slants, I don't know yet, but right now we definitely got 3. That's 10 minutes if I get my big head out of the way. So that 10 minutes. And then after that 10 minutes, well, then we are going to be doing a routes on air really quick using the quick game, because sometimes when we do this drill, let's say the stick concept, and we're doing the quick game drill with the stick, so I only need the slots. So that means the R and the L are with their wide receiver coach working on releases, working on blocks, working on catching over the shoulders, different things. That's their indie period. Well, I want to get everybody together for this routes on air portion, and now I have all my quarterbacks lined up, I have all my wide receivers, and we're throwing the ball because I want to catch as many balls as possible. The goal is to catch 100 balls per person that's out there. I know that's not sometimes attainable, but that's what we want. We want to catch balls because remember, games are won Monday through Thursday, not on game time. Remember that. Now, after that, we'll have a mesh drill. You got to have a mesh drill, especially if you want to use the mesh every single day. You've got to have a mesh drill. And how we simplify this is we just use one formation out of mesh. So Mondays is 2x2, and that's all we do out of mesh. Tuesdays is 3x1. That's the only way we run mesh throughout the whole practice. Wednesdays or day 3, we're running some form of 2-back mesh. All right, and then we just come back up. Thursday, it's 2x2. Friday, it's 3x1, like that over and over again. That way we can focus right here in the mesh drill for 5 minutes on just one formation instead of trying to do every single formation that we can run out of mesh. We're running out of one. And I had a question from Coach Brian. Do you record practice? We try. Sometimes we have guys that can record it, sometimes we don't. And I'm going to be completely honest, our head coach is defensive minded. So if he has to pick which side, he is going to pick the defense and film them over the offense. But we try to coordinate that so we can film some offensive practice. Unfortunately, I'm at work, but I want to stop by and say thank you for all you do. I find your content super easy to understand. Thank you, Coach Hero. I appreciate it. I just like talking to other coaches. And again, coaches, if you're just coming in, I'm talking about what you need when you run the air raid offense. Now, where you put this in your practice scheduling is up to you and your coaching staff, but I truly believe you need these concepts. We've already done the settle up and news. We've already done the tempo, the quick game drill. We've done the routes on air, the quick game, which goes into the quick game drill. We've done the mesh. The mesh is whatever it is you are focused on that day, 2x2, 3x1, or 2-back. After that, we're going to do an RPO drill. For us, we only work on one freaking run a day. And with that run, we're tying into our RPOs. Now, here's the cool thing. Whatever quick game we're working on is also our RPO. That is how you can steal time and you're not teaching something completely new. For example, let's say the quick game drill is the stick concept. Well, we're going to do the stick concept, drilling it. Then we're going to go to routes on air, drilling the stick concept. Then right here, the RPO, we're still running the stick concept. So the quarterback, all he's doing here for the quick game, our normal is he's reading the guy that's head up is slightly inside the slot. Right here, the RPO drill, he's just bumping in that read to the linebacker, to the guy that's the same side as the running back. Everybody else is doing the same thing. So all we're telling the quarterback is, hey, you move your read one guy in. So if he crosses the center's face, you pull and throw the stick. If he sits there or drops back, you hand the ball off. And that is a way we have incorporated doing, we seem multiple, but really for the quarterback and for our players, it's simple. I'm not adding tags. I'm not doing all these intricate RPOs that you see everybody doing. No, I want things simple because the simpler they are for your offense, the simpler it is for your kids, the faster and more confident, the more points. And if you agree with me, please give me a thumbs up with that. The simpler things are, the faster they play, and the easier it is for you to score points. All right, after the RPOs, which is 5 minutes, we go to some form of drop back or routes on air. And this is how we do it. We only have a couple of routes on air, or concepts. Drop back, I'm sorry, I went dumb right there. We got 4 verts, we got Y cross, we got shallow cross, and I'm blanking on it right now, scissors, that's 4. So 4 verts, shallow cross, Y cross, and scissors. That's it, and we just rotate. So one day right here, this would be routes on air, drop back, 4 verts. That's all we're doing. All we're working on, 4 verts at a 2x2, 4 verts at a 3x1. Next day, Y cross. Y cross at a 2x2, 3x1, and if we can get into the 2-back, the 2-back. Shallow cross. The next one, we're doing that. That's all we're doing. And then scissors. And then we keep going back and forth, just rotating through. Your players need to get the reps. That is something very important. They need the reps. You need to get them the reps by structuring your practice like this. So that's how you do it, that first part. And I got some questions that I'm going to do. What is the patent noose? The settle up and noose is you get 2 cones and they're working on, you can find it on YouTube. They're finding open grass, showing hands. It's a 50% drill. Your quarterbacks are working through, mentally they're going through their reps. And that's a great question actually. So let's say we're doing the drop back as the Y cross. Well, when we're doing the settle up and noose, our quarterbacks, when they're dropping back, they're going through their progressions for their Y cross. Vert, cross, flat, dig, swing, and on that last one, then they're throwing it to the wide receiver. So they are getting mental reps. So they know that everything is going to be incorporated with whatever this is. Or you can actually work the mesh drill if you want to do the mesh, like I'm doing Coach Leach's way this year. So if it's 2x2 and they're doing the pat and go, it's out, mesh, swing. So they're dropping back, out, and they're putting their eyes where the out would be. Then they're hitching up and they're going to the mesh where the mesh would be. Then they're hitching up and they're going to the out, and then they're throwing. And that is a way they can get mental reps like that. And the settle up and noose, the pat and go, it's just one line going, if I'm facing you, the quarterback, and the wide receivers to my right or your left, whatever way it is in that, you're going this way, vert, you got another side on the other side coming, so it's like a circle. You're going this way. So you're working on back shoulder throws and lobs like that. Working on catching, looking the ball in, and all of that you need. Let's see, Coach John. So do you run inside zone RPO on Monday, Wednesdays, and pin and pull on Tuesdays, Thursdays? Yeah, actually that's what I try to do. This year we're not really running inside zone. We don't have the players at the running back or the O-line, so we're going one back power on Monday, pin and pull on Monday, one back power on Tuesday, GT counter on Wednesday, and then we're just rotating in like that. All right, let's see. Steven, does your team do half offense, half defensive practices? We're fortunate enough to 2-platoon, but sometimes we do that. And what it means is you have to simplify even further. What's your 3 best dropbacks, 3 best quicks, 2 best runs? You just need to simplify over and over again. If you're ever in doubt, the answer is simplify. All right, let's see. Coach, is 5 minutes enough time for pat and go? Yeah, I think so, especially when you boil it down to just back shoulder throws and lob balls. That is enough. And if you're not getting enough time in it, your kids are half-assing it, and you need to get in their tail about that. Could you place any triple option plays within the air raid system? I'm going to be honest, I don't think so. That's just me personally. Ever in doubt, cut it out. I like that. All right, so here we go. After dropbacks, we got the screens. So that's what we're doing, and our screens are usually tunnel screens if it's one day, quick screens if it's another day, and the shovel Wednesday. So that's what we're doing over and over and over again, so that there's nothing new. Then we go to 7-on-7 and then the team. And that's it right there. We got an hour and 15-minute practice, and we got everything in that we need. So if that is what you like or what you want to do, I would advise you to actually use this outline and take the team structure or the team practice that you have and fill in the time. And it's very simple and nothing changes. Once you get to Wednesday, well, guess what? You're done for the year, because you got your Monday practice, which is practice 1, Tuesday practice, which is practice 2, Wednesday practice, which is practice 3, and then you just keep rotating over and over and over again, and your players are getting the results. Never in doubt, cut it out. I appreciate it, Coach. Coach Isaac, hey, Coach, my team runs spread, shotgun, wing tee. How can I implement air raid techniques with a fast QB and ton of small fast? Coach, I'm going to be completely honest. I don't think you can marry it up. I know a lot of people say that you can. If you're the wing tee, stay wing tee. Don't try to, you can't date this system. You can't date any offensive system. You got to go all in. And I'm going to be completely honest. I think you should go all in with this instead of the shotgun, double wing tee. That's just me personally. I think you can get a lot more out of quick game and everything like that, getting it to your guys instead of just handing it off. And then you're trying, not only are you working on footwork and the motions and all that with the wing tee, which is dedicated to, then you're trying to get all of these reads for your kids, the open the grass, the progression reads. It's too much. You need to simplify it even further. Let's see. Your shovel screen is like Mike Leach's F5 screen. Yes, it is, and I am picking Coach Drew Piscopo's brain on that. What I'm going to try to do is I'm going to try to marry it up with the slow running back blocking. But I like the screen, because the shovel, because I'm throwing it and it's straight. Whereas the running back, I'm dropping back and then I got to get big and try to dump it off. And I just think that's too much for a quarterback, especially in high school. Coach Films, love the channel. Thank you very much. While you're doing all this skill, guys, what are the bigs doing? Indy, they're doing Indy. So the bigs, while they're doing this, I have a great offensive lineman coach, and he is working on boards. He is working on shoots. He is working on skip pulls. He is working on combos. He's doing half lines. He's working on pass protection. I give him a list of things that I want him to work on, and he knows, okay, I'm doing that. And what we found is half slot, half line with twist. That's very important. A half line with blitzes, full line with blitzes. We've got our pin and pull portion where he's dialing up. We get the second team defensive lineman and we work on that as well. They're going through all their mental reps. And that is a video I should probably do later on of while we're doing this, what the bigs are doing. It is unbelievable. Groups, pods, yes sir, that's what they're doing. Do you emphasize specific coverages each day, like cover 3 on Monday, man free Tuesday, cover 2 Wednesday? Starting off, not really, because look, here's the thing. If you go through your progressions, it doesn't matter what the coverage is, someone will be open. So we really don't care that much on what the coverage is we're going for. Now, during the season, if I see that they play cover 4 a lot more than cover 3, then we will script more cover 4s than cover 3s. But at the beginning, I just tell the coaches, hey, this period play more zone, this period play more man. And what we're trying to do is maybe sometimes on 7-on-7, we'll have our team will have 4 plays where they just bring the funk. And I'll tell the quarterback, hey, they're bringing it. You need to try it. You need to know what you're going to do. Do you have anything that explains the jet counter you mentioned? I don't know what you're talking about, Coach. I'm sorry. How do you implement air raid with a running quarterback? When you do the RPO, instead of reading that second level, I would read the DN and have him work on the Indy, the DN if he bites the pull and then incorporates some kind of triple option type thing with the key screens and everything like that. That's it. That's all I would do. Keep it simple to start, then rep until the routes are good. Yes, sir. There you go. Coach, fantastic. New to the channel. Keep it going. Thanks. I appreciate it, coaches. And coaches, thank y'all so much for coming. I am fixing to head out. It's Friday. I hope y'all all have a great time. If you like this, give it a thumbs up. Let me know. And send me an email if you want me to talk about some other things. This is with a couple of emails I got from some of y'all coaches. I got some Twitter messages about this and Instagram. So if you have any questions, go ahead, give them to me. I love this. If you want to learn more about the air raid, you can go to airraidbook.com. I wrote a book about the air raid. Check it out. If you don't like it, that's fine. Just throwing that out there.